Hi friends, in last class we discussed about the introduction about the optical fiber communication system and how the communication should be transferred from one location to another location and how we are going to transfer the information by using the optical fiber communications. And after that, introduction about the optical fiber communications. Next, historical development, that means when the optical fiber was developed, and before that, before the invention of the optical fiber communications, how the communication should be transferred and how the information should be transferred, like signal fires, reflecting mirrors and lamps and smoke, like that, how the information should be transferred. That was discussed in the last class. And after that, who invented the first communications, that means either telegraph or telephone or whatever it is. And after that, how the signal can be transferred by using the light, that means the information should be carried forward from one location to another location through optical fiber communication via light signal. So the information should be forward in optical fiber as light signal. That was also discussed in the last class. And if you want to transfer the information by using this optical fiber, and we require the frequency signals are radio frequency and millimeter wave frequencies. And after that, some investigations were done on this one, and we need to use the VHF, UHF, and like that some other frequencies also. We need to transfer the information from one location to another location, and all these are discussed in the last class. And at the same time, in last class also we discussed about the frequency bands also, that means it will be displayed in the system, that means at what frequency which type of optical fibers or which type of cables are we are going to use. That was discussed in this section. And like that, initially the optical fiber, by using the optical fibers, the attenuations will be very high. So to avoid the attenuation is nothing but some amount of information should be lost. Initial stages, the amount of information should be lost is 1000 decibels per kilometer by using the optical fibers, but some investigations were done on this optical fiber communications and it was reduced to 5 decibels per kilometer after 10 years. And by using this optical fibers also, the light signal should be carried forward by using the LEDs and photodiodes and sound. Like this, the information should be forward by using this optical fiber communications, and the information should be forward, it should be depend on BL, that means bit rate distance product BL, and where B is the transmission bit rate and L is the distance between repeaters. So in last class we completed till now, and today's class we are going to discuss about the generation of optical fiber communications. So generations is nothing but, in first generation what are the types of communication should be established, and in second generation which type of communication should be established, and third generation which type of communication should be established, and how much of wavelength should be used, like that all those to be discussed in the topic. That is, in generation of optical fiber communication we are going to discuss about the first one is first generation. In this first generation system we are going to use the gallium arsenic semiconductor lasers, and operating region was near 0.8 micrometers. That means here we need to use the optical fiber communication is a gallium arsenide semiconductor laser, and by using this the bit rate is 45 Mbps. Next one is repeater spacing is 10 kilometers. That means the distance between the one repeater and the repeater is, here we are going to use the 10 kilometers. That is in first generation optical fibers. Next, to go for second generation. In second generation the bit rate is 100 Mbps to 1.7 Gbps, and the repeater spacing is 50 kilometers. But in first generation the repeater spacing is only 10 kilometers, but here it should be increases from 10 kilometers to 50 kilometers, and operating wavelength is 1.3 nanometers, but previous is 0.8. And at the same time here also we are going to use the semiconductor devices is in gallium arsenide phosphorus, but previously we are going to use the only gallium arsenide semiconductor we are going to use, but in second generation it will be developed. But coming to third generation, in third generation the bit rate is 10 Gbps. That means it should be drastically increases from 1.7 Gbps to 10 Gbps, and after that repeater spacing is it should also be increases from 50 kilometers to 100 kilometers also,
and after that the operating wavelength is 1.55 micrometers. And after that, fourth generation. In that fourth generation, the bitrate is 10 TB per second, repeater spacing is greater than 10,000 kilometers, operating wavelength is 1.45 to 1.62 micrometers. And finally, fifth generation, that is 5G generation, Raman amplification techniques and optical solitaires are used, and here the bitrate spacing is 40 to 160 Gbps, repeater spacing is 24,000 km to 35,000 km. It should be gradual increases from first generation to fifth generation, and the operating wavelength is 1.53 to 1.57 micrometers. So all these are